Good day and welcome to the Hat Chat podcast. What episode number are we at this point, Ross Hornby?
Do you know what? Last week we didn't actually mention the episode number, and it was 180 last week.
Oh, was a nice round.
181.
Oh my god.
So we missed a little milestone, I suppose, there.
Damn it.
181 today.
181, which is a nice palindrome of a number.
That's true.
Yeah. Sure. And we also had that fingal by N Panda, which we may have used before.
Very
we're
pleasant.
running low on them. And I think we did say this last time. Send your fingers into @chat.
This is an emergency. We're on rations. We're on fingal rations.
We're scraping the email barrel. Either that or my emails aren't updating. And that's another technical issue I have to deal with.
Send your email support.
Well, that might be a problem. And also, we are, almost at 200 episodes. And if you want your amazing fingal, I mean, I say almost, we're 20 weeks away, which is obviously a third of a year. But, maybe we'll choose our favorite of the last couple of fucking years, I suppose, and put it on our 200.
Otherwise, we'll just start making them ourselves.
Yeah, and they'll be bad.
I'll make them bad.
I'll do them with my mouth entirely.
You should do.
Well, speaking of music, first of all, this is music to my ears. My name's Chris Trott.
Oh, hi, Chris Trott. Thanks for that. I'm Ross Hornby.
Hello, I'm Alex Smith.
I wonder how many people have actually just tuned in and didn't know who we were from our stuff. Like,
I don't know.
Would they? I'd love an organic kind of viewpoint into someone's
No one's going to tell
click
us.
journey. No, there's no way. I don't.
People like that just drop in and listen to a thing, like me, never comment on anything ever.
That's true.
So I'm never going to get their insight. So I'm just going to assume that sometimes people need to know who we are. And it takes us like 10 seconds.
Real feedback on podcasts either, really.
No, it takes a lot of effort to do the 5-star rating and shit.
Some people call it
asking
pissing in the wind doing podcasting.
So I have no idea, what in comparison to YouTube. I think I'm comparing it to really, and also Twitch. You can see a live feed of chat. With podcasts, it's like, well, fuck knows. I don't know who's listening.
Podcasts are still based on RSS feeds, which are really old technology. Anyway, whatever. Welcome. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for putting up with us.
What have we got for the listener this week?
Well, I've scoured for more silly, funny news. It's always silly. The first one I found was quite silly. Actually, first I'll offer you the question. If there was a sauce that you really like, but you could drink it, which one would you choose?
Probably satay sauce.
Satay sauce. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good option. Drinking peanut. Barbecue's a bit too rich.
Barbecue sauce to drink would be...
Does it have to be a savoury sauce?
I guess, well, yeah.
Treacle.
Yeah. Treacle sauce.
As a drink, fuck me. Okay, I mean...
Okay.
It'd be extreme. Anyway, well...
lasagna white sauce.
Oh, just lasagna sauce. Imagine just a sauce flavoured like lasagna. What have we got?
Well, Japan have introduced drinkable mayonnaise. Oh. And it's making people feel uneasy. Just saying that makes me feel uneasy.
Drinkable mayonnaise.
That's oil and egg. That's all that is.
Yeah, it's kind of gross sounding. But it's their latest viral drink. And basically, it's had a mixed reaction in Japan. Mayonnaise is already a popular condiment in the country. Japanese QP or QPie Mayo has a cult following worldwide.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And now they made their own version of mayo-style drink, dubbed a long-awaited new product for mayonnaise lovers. Do you like mayo anyway?
I love
mayo with tuna.
Yeah, you're quite specific with mayo.
Pretty much.
I have mayo in anything.
Mayonnaise is the sauce for chips and potatoes.
That's what you think? Oh, okay.
I think
it's the go-to.
That's like the Netherlands. They love mayo on their chips, don't they?
Yeah, and I think for me, it's just the one I always compare. I have a very specific taste, though. I don't like Hellmann's mayonnaise. I actively don't. Okay. The only one I really like now is the Heinz Seriously Good Mayo. Okay. That shit is fantastic. It's super creamy. I don't like salad cream. I mean, here you go. You're getting the details.
All three of those, which you would just drink the...
Yeah, I don't like tang, exactly. And that's something... Sorry, what were you going to say?
You would drink the Heinz one, would you?
No, yes. The Heinz is significantly better than Hellmann's.
How much would you could drink? If that was in a
I just wouldn't want that flavour as a drink. That's fucked up. The problem with mayonnaise is I don't like it unless it's got potatoes attached to it.
It has to be...
It's a perfect complement to a potato.
Yeah. It's complementing something else, yeah.
It's like going, do you want a Coleman's mustard drink? Not really, no. I think that would really hurt. I love Coleman's mustard, but not in that.
Holy shit.
What?
It says here, it's not the only bizarre mayonnaise flavoured food to be dropped in the UK. Years ago, Mayo ice cream was released in the UK.
Cool.
We've had something like that before, where we went to
Flavoured
that
ice
weird
cream.
like 9 or 5-course meal with Lewis.
Oh yeah, I
and
remember
Kurt,
it.
Taste of meal.
Yeah.
And we had some really eccentric foods
It
where
was
they're
a
trying to like
cheese ice cream.
cheese ice cream, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
thing just fucked my brain up
Yeah.
doing that. I didn't like it at all. I get that they were trying to create new sensations or whatever, but
Yeah.
I didn't like the sensation that
Yeah.
that gave me. Imagine the consistency and coldness of ice cream, but with what?
It was like, I can't remember exactly. I remember there was like it was like a cheese.
I thought one was salmon or something.
There was
wasn't
a
it? There
cheese-
fish flavored one.
They had there might have been a fish one, and there was
Yeah.
also a cracker with it, and they did a pickle. But it was I didn't mind it. The reason I think it kind of fucked your head up is because it tastes like spoiled milk. Because cheese ultimately is.
You immediately think you're going to be sick.
Yeah, and so you have this
God,
kind
I'm
of
gonna be ill
malty, tangy, cheesy, pongy ice cream, and you're like,
yeah.
"Whoa, what
Ice
is
cream's
that?"
only ever been that texture and coldness has only ever been associated with sweet things.
Yeah, sweetness, exactly.
They messed up my brain.
It was
Well, I
interesting.
like Japanese mayo. They put like extra spices in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it from the supermarkets.
And that's
now
pretty
again.
much all this article is saying, that they've just introduced it. So
A drink.
we'll see if
I'm
that's
going to glug that down.
How much do you think you could drink of mayonnaise? How
fuck
much
off.
mayonnaise?
I don't think I could drink any. I don't like mayonnaise anyway,
100 grand on the table.
on its own. If
100 grand
I
on
had
the
a
table.
spoonful of mayonnaise on it, I'd probably potentially throw up.
Well, how much?
I remember I had to
have
have it in a fucking...
You don't like mayonnaise at all?
well, on its own.
on tuna.
10 grand, you got to drink 3 litres of it. Would you do it?
3 litres of any sauce.
For 10
3
That is a
litres, 3 litres of my
lot.
favourite sauce would be difficult. Like 3 litres of...
It's 10 grand
mayo.
though, Ross.
Yeah, I'd do it.
You got it would do
You'd
it.
just be vomiting constantly, wouldn't you?
I
You'd just
think
be
what's
like,
the thing, yeah, like if I'm not allowed to vomit, then I'd fail and lose the money. But I'd give it a try. I'm not like 10k's, you know.
I reckon like
it's a lot of money.
1
Is it
liter
tax-free?
in, he'd
Yeah,
be like
yeah.
taking
Tax-free
them,
cash.
throwing up, taking it, throwing.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
a fucking mess.
Yeah.
More.
I think things like that when you know objectively it's not going to hurt you long term. 10 grand is 10 grand, isn't it?
Like the cheeseburger
Man.
challenge.
Yeah, I didn't get 10 grand for that.
No, you didn't get any
I
money.
just
for
got a
that.
belt that we made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
No,
I'll
you,
tell you what,
you got the legend status.
I did. I got all that social credit, which I spend
People
daily
still talk
on
about it now.
heating.
People
and,
bring it up all the time.
I try to tell my energy suppliers I've got lots of social credit from the crazy things I've done. Can I spend any of that on heating my home? And they're like,
Oh, you don't accept that?
sorry, mate. No. Saw that video though. Right, lol. No, I didn't throw all of those cheeseburgers up afterwards, and that kind of put me off McDonald's for a little while. But then we had.
He's
something
back on it.
It's
now,
because they
though.
were microwaved. Like we had to microwave them halfway through because they went cold.
Yeah,
Mm.
which is not good.
They got
They're
mad
still available.
sludgy inside your stomach. That was the problem. I'm throwing it up. It was like, you know that brown slushy snow you get next to the road.
Yeah,
on
the
a-
slurry.
yeah. It looked like that going into the toilet. So it's sort of grey. The beef and the bun had combined in such sort of horrible quantities that it just created a grey slurry.
That's
I just
good,
wouldn't recommend eating that many McDonald's.
I'm not-
cheeseburgers.
I'm
though.
not-
That's fair enough. I don't
not
think
planning
most
to.
people would do such a thing. So
That's
You
a good
win.
point. That your adversary Strippin soon left the Oxcast.
He did in
after that.
shame. Yeah. It was. He could bear it. He couldn't bear every day. He would walk past our old office door, and I'd yell at him. All right, loser.
And then everyone else was like, "Yeah, he is a loser."
And they're like,
because
yeah.
he lost the cheeseburger challenge, so
And then I'd get my
he
really
had to step down.
tall wraparound multicolored sunglasses on and just start shouting about how I was the cream of the crop. I
What
don't.
a hero!
Yeah, wrestling
hero.
really goes to your head.
last week we were very health conscious with people's bowel movements and also the time they spend on the toilet.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
yeah,
about
we
butthole
got-
health
we got
mainly.
an update for that. Or?
Well, not necessarily an update on that. That should still remain. Like, don't spend longer than 10 minutes on the toilet.
The science hasn't changed.
Otherwise, your ass will fall out. It's
it
basically
would. The gravity will pull it out.
gravity
It
will take your ass and tug it away
It's
from
the
you.
perfect environment for your specifically your rectum and the internals of your asshole to come outside.
You're
So-
literally opening the door. Don't let it out. Do not let your ass out.
If it does happen though, do you reckon you can milk it like an udder?
No, you have to. I saw someone comment saying,
Damn
no, you
it.
need to use salt and scare it away.
It's like a slug.
Like a slug.
These conditions aren't here for you.
Get out. Go back in. Go back in. It's like the holy water. No, there's a article here about saying that doctors say it's fine to pee in the shower, which I feel like was always fine.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I didn't.
You're kind of pissing on your feet though, right?
Well, I can aim.
Short. Yeah, brief.
It depends if you got a short throw.
Have you ever? Well, I'm sure you have. Have you gone to the toilet at like 3 a.m.? I don't know why that late, but You got no shower.
It's 3
got no
arbitrary
trousers.
time.
So we're having a shower at 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m.
No, not a shower, just pissing into a toilet, standing up.
Yeah.
You can feel the splashback on bare legs.
Yeah.
Gosh, if you
Doing that just on a drain
lid's
cover
closed.
Yeah.
in a shower, you're splashing onto metal. That's
Yeah.
going fucking everywhere in the
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah. You should. I mean, either aim or just
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, but even
know-
aim-
No,
Aim
you piss into the
broken
shower
water.
tray, into the running water in the shower tray.
Yeah, you need to
and they'll
aim for the
flow
broken
into the
water.
drain. Don't hit the metal
splashback.
top. There's no
Yeah, yeah.
splashback because
Where the water's
water.
broken,
Yeah.
aim for that because the splash is already happening.
Yeah.
So you're then
I've
going
got
into a splash
metal
that's
grate with
existing.
holes in it.
Right. Don't piss directly onto it. Don't piss directly
Well,
onto
that's where
it.
the showers.
But I mean,
go.
again, if you're concerned about it, don't piss in the shower. It's just
Yeah. I'm not
because I
pissing
agree
in the
that
shower.
you're right. Like it is going to splash
I piss
on
in
other
the sink.
parts, and if you're going to put piss in the sink, some people do that.
Don't piss in the sink.
I did in my old uni accommodation.
There's so many uni accommodations where bedrooms have small like hand sinks
Yes.
to wash and get brush teeth, or whatever.
Mm.
People piss in them
Mm.
because they get drunk, and then
There's a
it's
surprising
also
amount
waist
of-
height.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of rooms in university dorms where the sink is kind of like in the living area.
Oh, in the
Have you
living
noticed?
area as well.
Have you seen that? Like
It's
the
because they've all
older
been all the
ones.
houses have been repurposed for
Yeah.
student life and like cramming as many
It
people
probably
in as
used
possible.
to be a bathroom.
And it's like this was a small toilet, but we just cut through it, and now it's your bedroom. There you go.
When you say living area, do you mean like the corridor, or do you mean in
Well, it's
the
like next to the
kitchen?
bed.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really standard. That's if you don't have an ensuite, they still give you your own
A
sink.
A sink so you can brush
Just
your
weird it's
teeth
on
and whatever.
carpet, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
cool.
also even weirder when you
Just-
have
it
to
looks
piss
odd
in
in
the
the
said
room.
sink in a carpeted room whilst your friend sleeps in the narrow bed next to you, middle of the night.
But you don't. Sorry, that's happened to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was in a tiny bedroom of my friend's flat. Well, not flat, tiny student accommodation, and he had a single
It's a
bed.
studio suite, right?
I had an ensuite. I had an ensuite back at my uni dorm, so it was
Same.
slightly better.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
But I went round to his, and I was sleeping on the floor that night. I woke up and I was like, "Mate, where's the toilet?" He's like, "Just piss in the sink." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just piss in the sink." And I sort of was like,
At least you were given permission. I've had friends who just did piss in our sink.
his toothbrush was next to the tap as I was pissing,
That's
like
the
in a
worst,
cup.
Did you not move it?
It was dark. I just was
Well,
like,
you knew there was a toothbrush
well, I didn't
there.
want to turn the light on because it's like 3 a.m. So I just got up and just like pissed in the sink as best I could.
Yeah, you go straight for the hole on that one.
Yeah. You can't have too much pressure because they're really those really small sinks as well. They have like
Aim
a
for
really
the-
strong
Yeah.
curve.
I just remember when we looked at houses and like when I saw a sink in there, it felt so alien to me
Yeah.
to see a loose sink on its own,
Yeah.
just in the corner of a bedroom.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like, you got your own little sink, and it's
Yeah.
like you wouldn't see that in a family home.
You
That's all
would
I'm saying. You wouldn't see that. It really was very much geared for students.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Because like you've got like a source of water in a place that's full of personal electronics,
Yeah.
usually like
Yeah,
a bedroom,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And so you're like,
just-
no, don't put sinks in the bedrooms.
it looks like an afterthought.
It does. Well, that's student accommodation for you.
Yeah, well,
So pissing in the shower is okay.
I don't know why
according to
doctors are the fucking be all or end all about this as well. I don't know why
Well,
they're asking
who
doctors.
are these doctors? Anyone can call
Well,
themselves a
Just
doctor.
experts.
Yeah.
Karen Eilbe, a professor of urology at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles,
No, I don't want
Yeah.
to.
said there's no
use-
downside. It's just convenient for some people. This is pissing in the shower, not the sink.
There's
by the
no
way.
downside.
I know we kind of pivoted to the sink, but
So have you showered already? As in, like, applied shower gel, cleaned yourself, and then taken a piss? Or are you pissing and then...
it doesn't actually.
Because I assume you would clean yourself after pissing in the shower.
It doesn't
What
state in
compounds in your
order.
piss do you not like that's not also in your water?
Urea. Waste extract from my body.
But it's not going back onto your body though. Because
It might.
I
in
would
the
say
shower.
that I think it would be a sensible option to piss first, wash off
After.
anything. Because, like you say, there might be some backsplash. You might want to wash it off, and that's fair enough. I think that's an understandable thing to do.
I don't stop being
But if you're
cleaned
stood,
until the second
further
I turn
away,
that
and you
tap
maybe
off.
want to make a nice arc. Let it splash.
Yeah.
It'll create an arc. Depends on how much you need it, I guess. It might,
I
it might just
found
drizzle
that-
out.
I found that my-
sometimes if the water's hitting directly on the penis, I feel like I'm pissing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes as well, if you want to like pinch the end, pee a little bit, inflate,
Oh, inflate
and
like
then
a
release.
balloon, yeah.
Yeah. But like the other thing you can
Like
do
a
is
shotgun piss.
you can use urine to clean the lime scale from the glass on your shower.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's a lie.
As long as you take a lemon in with you, squirt the lemon on, piss on the lemon, and that's a good cleanser for lime scale.
Just want to make it clear, piss doesn't break down lime scale. Doesn't do that.
All right, next.
This conversation is interesting because, like, so yesterday I was listening to, I think it was BBC Bristol or something
Right.
Yes.
in the car. And this guy kept saying dick pic. And I just felt like, should that be censored on daytime radio?
The word dick.
Him saying dick pic. It
it's
was
quite
a conversation
clearly.
about dick pics. But how else would you word it? Because I feel like, what else would you call it?
Do you think that
It's
any
about the
word
pervasiveness of dick pics these days.
any word for genitals should be able to freely said without causing offence?
Well, if you said
more of a
cock
slang
pic, I
term,
feel if
isn't
you
it?
said cock pic, you'd raise a bigger eyebrow.
Cock.
Penis pic.
You'd be like, well,
Penis
yeah,
pic.
like
Penile
just a,
pic.
I guess
Cock shot. That's good.
a Todger take. I don't know.
I mean, it is a bit weird. It's like saying, let's look at all these awesome tit pics, and then let's look at these tit. It's a bit like, it's a bit
Derogatory.
crass, isn't it?
It seems
But
odd.
then
It seemed
you're
odd.
listening to the fucking radio.
But also-
if it's not Radio 4, the only people that listen
BBC.
to the radio apart from that are like, what? Like,
I was just
That was
flicking
the
through.
BBC.
I was just flicking through. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on the radios right now?
yeah.
And then they were just talking about dick pics and how
That is odd.
too many people send them these days.
It's kind of like a subject that
And I was like,
probably
it's strange that
shouldn't
he's
be
saying
on
dick.
daytime radio.
Like with it just no care. I thought that there was certain rules.
I thought
On
the
BBC.
general
BBC have gone to shit.
But I don't know if
honestly.
dick is considered a swear word because you can also call someone called Richard Dick.
It's contextual, isn't it?
It really is. Because if you said you're a dickless freak, you'd be like, God, that's offensive.
I'm Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
But I think
shorten
if
my
you said
name.
penis pictures, that would be even more shocking.
Penis pic
I'm not sure why, because I think that's just maybe
gives
that's
it more of a
literally what it is.
scientific
Penile
feel, doesn't it?
pictures.
penis
pictures.
photograph.
Yeah. I guess so. Just say lewd photographs.
Yeah. But I guess they're specifying, aren't they?
He is specifying,
Specifically
yeah,
dick
cock shots.
pics,
Yeah.
which
But I don't know.
unwarranted most of the time. Who wants that? No one. No one wants a dick pic.
No, I suppose not. But like, it shocked me a little bit because I thought I've never really heard people say dick so often in such a short segment. I was like, is this live?
Maybe it was their last day at work.
Yeah, he's just like, well, I've just taken a load of dick pics and
Fuck
sent them out
it.
the office. Anyway, here's somebody to say that taking dick pics is wrong. Talking about dick pics, there is an article that came up saying New Mexico man receives largest medical malpractice payout for botched penile injections.
Oh God, what happened?
How was it botched?
Well, that's what
what was the intended effect?
I only saw the headline. A jury decided this week he will receive more than $400 million in damages
Wow,
for
that's a
botched
lot.
penile injections. Man, how much do you think your penis is worth?
I mean, also, who the hell
Not
can afford
that
to pay
much.
that? I doubt they can afford to pay that.
Well,
They
probably not.
won't. They'll probably get installments, right, for the rest of their life.
400 million.
Oh, it was over 400 million. 412 million. I don't know why they didn't up it to the actual
How?
number.
How does
412
that
million,
money come back?
$5,149.
How's that figured out?
Let's
know how that's
see.
figured out.
Let's see. The clinic misdiagnosed him and unnecessarily treated him with invasive erectile dysfunction shots, causing irreversible damage. So basically, this guy I guess his dick doesn't work.
Is out of
anymore.
action.
And they've just said, well, here's $500
$412.
billion almost dollars.
Yeah.
Would you
That's
take?
how much
Okay,
it's
so
worth.
if
Yes.
someone offered you 412,
Yeah. Fuck it. Put it out of action. I'll find another way.
well, aren't you happy with your life at the moment? And your dick works, right?
No. It's a mangled
Okay,
mess.
well, my dick doesn't work ananyway, so
I think those
412
injections
million,
might be an
please.
improvement.
Yeah.
I'll take 412 million though to lacerate and macerate my dick.
Oh, wow.
He had botched surgeries,
That's a huge part of your-
unnecessary injections, unnecessary medications. They're really
It could
experimental.
be double that amount if I have double the amount of unnecessary
If
work.
you also
done to
let
me.
them fool with your balls as well. Yeah, yeah.
Just said, multiple
The guy was in
rounds
his 70s.
of medication and procedures.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's why he needed the treatment so badly.
Wait,
Because he
was
couldn't
he?
get a rod on. And
He is in his 70s.
Yeah.
And he gets 412 million.
That's kind of fucking
retire with.
crazy.
That was
He's
the
already
judgment,
retired.
whether or not they get him any of that.
Yeah, I assume that's all going to be tied up.
Even
in.
a fraction of that. In his 70s, that thing would have been floppy anyway.
It's like when you win the
If
lottery.
I'm in my 70s and someone said, we're
We're going to botch surgery.
make your cock just a limp piece of rope,
But
but we're going to give you 412 million. I'll go, my bank details are. and then wait.
and then just pull your saggy,
because at 70,
fetid penis
your
out. put it on
libido
the
is going to
table.
be in the floor
just say
anyway.
you accept Klarna and you'll take a monthly payment.
That's insane. But yeah, apparently they're trying to appeal that number. But I mean, that's an insane number, 400 million.
I want to know where that number is plucked from.
I guess it's probably just counts of procedures. So each procedure probably had a certain cost, and then they just literally add it all up and be
And
like,
then-
okay, well, you did it this many times. It's
And then
caused
the
this much
cost on
damage.
someone's like damage to their body is
Exactly, yeah.
that could be any value, right?
And then it's like, but maybe it's like headshots in video games. Like if you get the penis, that's worth a lot more money.
Oh, is it like a
Therefore,
heat
there's
map?
There's a heat map, and
Or you hit that bit, that's an extra mil.
You hit that, and the heart's in there as
can't hit
well.
that.
If you fucked with his heart, you
Did
fucked
you
with
hit
his
that
dick.
big fucking throbbing vein on the way up? Because that's got huge value.
I mean,
That
so
one.
that's
But
So
in
in
the
the
70s.
UK, at least, you go through small claims court and personal injury claims.
Well, for mine, it would be a big claims.
Big claims court,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
So it
yeah.
wouldn't
So
fit
there
small
are
claims.
actual physical costings attached with remuneration for loss of certain limbs and things like that in the
Cool.
UK. Like there's a guideline that they generally stick to. You can then sue for more, like you can try and say loss of earnings, etc., etc. But in the UK, there's like physically a list for like an eye is worth this, an arm is worth, and it's quite low. Like I think it literally is something was $5,000. Put it that way. I can't remember what
A kidney?
What would you lose for $5,000?
A kidney.
Yeah, you'd lose a kidney for $5,000. It doesn't.
I
you
think
can
that's the
What
cost.
about a
of, like-
finger? Rather, you take a kidney over a finger?
Yeah, absolutely. I've
wouldn't.
got another one.
No, because it does affect you. Like
Yeah, a
having
finger would
one.
affect me more, I think,
Yeah, it might do.
psychologically and physically.
Yeah, I
Whereas a
suppose.
kidney, I don't really feel it.
You will feel not having a kidney though.
I feel a pinky less. More, sorry.
Would you rather have 5 pinkies or 5 thumbs?
Five
on each
thumbs.
Five thumbs. They're
Definitely.
opposable.
5 thumbs on each.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do so much
Each
more
finger's
with
replaced
5
with thumbs.
And imagine jamming 5 thumbs in your ass.
I think I looked it up not that long ago.
Fucking
Well,
hell.
a little bit long ago of how
Extreme.
much, if you were to sell an organ, how much that would cost.
You started looking.
You can
to sell
privately
it.
donate organs.
Oh,
for
geez,
money.
we need some
Right,
memberships.
How
Stats.
much
He's looking
to
up selling his
sell my
organs, people.
kidney?
Fucking, I did not realize.
I'm on
that.
hard times. Payment for a living kidney donation from the NHS,
God.
or you can do it private for a bit more money.
Oh, you definitely do it private. What does eBay do? You sell organs on eBay.
There's probably
There's no fee.
Organ.
Oh, brilliant. Nice.
how much is life worth?
Sell it on
10 body
some
parts you didn't
Sell a
know you
live
could legally
toe.
sell. You ready?
Your feet.
Yeah, okay. Hit me with it. Yeah.
Could you sell a kidney? No, organs are illegal to sell.
Oh,
Well, kidneys are in
weird.
high demand right now.
really weird.
Almost 90,000 people in the US are on the waiting list. This is all US based. What's legal to sell? Hair, breast milk, stool, and sperm.
Nice.
To the difficult to retrieve.
Just drain
eggs.
yourself of.
Hair. You can donate hair. $100 to $1,210.
Okay.
So depending on how much and how good condition it is.
yeah. Yeah.
Red hair apparently is the rarest.
Lovely.
Wow.
If you have very thick red hair, it could net you $1,210 at local wig,
You hear
shop,
that, redheads?
wig shops.
Get out there.
Get out there and start selling.
Start a business.
You've
Your
got
business
no
is
other
growing
value.
your hair. You can do it as a passive income.
Yeah.
You can donate your shit. Stool. Bowel movements could get you paid a lot at the very top of the stool scale.
Isn't that for the replacement thing?
Human microbes bring $500 a pop if you got good human microbes.
Yeah, so I guess they have to do a load of tests on you first and then figure out whether you can just start
Shit gold.
shitting into a cup. Yeah.
It's brown gold.
Brown gold.
We got a grade A Wagyu beef shitter right here.
I'm working overtime.
$100 to $125 for a shot of sperm.
How much?
Sorry, can we go back to the diet of a person who finds out they've got top grade A shit?
Oh my god!
What would you just? I'm just on prunes, eggs, and Weetabix.
I really
It's just-
marinate my shit.
Oh my god.
If you need to use the toilet, just move the sieve.
Yeah.
How
There's a
much?
pack of sandwich bags next to the toilet.
How much would you sell your womb for if you had one?
Sell it. Or do you mean
Fucking
use
hell.
it? Wait.
You could do
When
a
you say
womb
sell it, what do you
transplant.
mean is the
No,
process
you
of selling
assist a
it?
couple struggling with infertility
so
by
That's so
providing
different.
your
That's
womb.
so different. You're not selling it. You're literally incubating
Surrogacy.
a child until
Surrogacy.
Surrogacy.
How much would you-
Surrogacy.
How much would you give up for that? How
That's a
much would you
huge
be
toll
paid?
on your body.
God, I don't know. Yeah, I think you've got to have a certain mindset. Because
Tens
also,
of
like,
thousands at least. But isn't there like a
$45,000
cap
to
on this?
$55,000
yeah,
to hold a child for 9 months and give birth.
Octomum would bank. Like
yeah,
that in.
fucking
That'd be
hell,
crazy.
Can we
Can
genetically
I do
engineer
8?
Octomum?
I'll do 8 at once.
Yeah, an 8. Get me a litter.
How much
Just
should donate your entire body
What
The
does, what does
science
that? Wait.
afterwards? Yeah,
After I die.
Is there a cost to that? I thought you could just.
you could sell it
How much?
$75 to $4,500.
What's the point in selling your dead body? Jesus.
Well, it can pay off some debts to
yeah.
like the funeral and stuff like that.
And you just said 75 quid.
75 to 4,500. It's quite
Depending
a
on the
wide
quality of the
margin.
body.
Help medical science.
Yes.
You know, like you could get you might be on a TV show where they slice you up into really thin wafers and go, look how much grey matter this guy didn't have.
In a previous life, Alex Smith here was an entertainer online.
look at his mouthful and prefrontal lobe.
Let's just peel out his lungs. He's still alive. He's still alive. Holy shit.
No.
Are you looking at more dead bodies?
According to Medical Futurist 2019, if you sold every chemical and organ in your body over time, you'd be worth $45 million.
Wow.
But the estimated price of a dead body is worth $550,000.
The estimated price of a dead body.
Yeah.
Or you can get let alone Mexican doctors
organs to all these different places.
Stick your dick and 400 million. So which is it? I'm going to Mexico. Actually, I think it was New Mexico.
I'm going to Mexico to get my dick destroyed.
It was New Mexico, just to clarify.
New Mexico, so it's America.
That's different. It's very different.
United States of America. Fuck.
Yeah. But we were rushing there to just get needles stuck in a dick. But that's not what I asked for.
Oh, good.
What's that one worth? It's got to be at least 50k.
So what do you look to have done? Ooh, what's the thing you're least confident doing?
Yeah. What's the thing you've never done before?
Any kind of strange stuff you've ever thought? Any kind of like real small odds? Do you want to just inject my penis with a few things?
Just inject random things in it and see what happens.
I took all the products from underneath my sink and I want you to inject them into my penis.
I'm afraid we've become necrotic. Oh no.
Yes!
Dead dick. It's got to be worth $500 million.
Yeah, annoyingly, harvesting and selling organs is illegal.
Yeah, but there's probably a black market for it. Go on the dark web, find out.
It's a good job because it saves people like you from selling your fucking kidneys.
People would do that. I mean, people could get tested on, don't they?
Yeah.
For that type of shit. So I don't know if they get paid much for tests like drug testing. Probably good money. Do you reckon they do under the table stuff? Like in a strip club. It's like, go on, let's just test this new drug on you. Go on. We have to just inject it directly in your eyeballs. Oh, fuck.
Oh. Downside.
But big money.
If you go to court.
But you could go blind immediately. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Shit. What's the benefit? Is there a benefit?
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the Chinese have done with unrestricted gene editing technology.
Yeah, you're seeing it, mate. You've seen those aliens.
Mega soldiers. Yeah, apparently. You know the CRISPR thing and like the alternative CRISPR rats making them glow and stuff and like going like, oh yeah, no, this actually does kind of work.
It does
sometimes.
Stuff. Does crazy stuff.
Yeah, it does crazy stuff. And they're like, well, this might work on human beings, but we can't test it that much, and because
we
we haven't been testing. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we probably have. Let's be honest. But like, China doesn't really have any like laws or rules necessarily around, or at least the government doesn't obviously have any sort of worry about the ethical implications of genetically modifying someone to have, the ability to see in the dark by injecting things into their eyeballs.
That's nuts.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, well, I guess it is scary, but also sort of just interesting, isn't it?
So you would test on people if you had the
only
if you were scientists.
Only if they were only voluntary.
Voluntary.
I wouldn't fucking do it against people's will. That's fucked up.
What about voluntary, but because they're in desperate times?
Yeah. So
manipulation. You're talking about like manipulating someone's like current situation. Like going around and collecting up the homeless and then offering them like
homeless
a banana and a coffee and saying, "Well, I'm just going to inject this into your bollocks."
It would be like that. Yeah, you're describing a situation that's quite grim. Yeah, perfect. You've understood the brief here, Ross. Yes, no, I don't think that's a great way to do business. I don't even like bananas. No, I do. I love bananas.
If I was on my deathbed and the only way to keep me alive is you guys are the perfect kidney donors, I need one kidney each, would you do it?
I'd be like, mate, do you want to try some heroin?
Wait, what?
You're gonna die anyway.
You're not offering.
So I'm not getting a kidney.
No, you wouldn't get one of my kidneys, but I might go and buy you some heroin.
I'd go out with a bang.
Yeah. I'd be like, nah, mate, no kidneys, but just got this little.
I'd do it and lord it over you for the rest of your life.
What? You do the kidney thing?
Yeah.
Well, I need two. So would you give up both?
But that's a different situation.
I'd wait for you to do that, and then I'd overdose him.
So he dies as well.
I'm there just on a machine.
But I get the heroin, you get nothing.
I'm there jaundiced to hell, just like, wait, I'm waiting for an Oh no, he's killed him with heroin.
Fucking hell.
Who wanted this? Who wanted this? What age would you try heroin at?
Age? What do you mean?
Right now, if you think about your grandparents.
Annoyingly, like not the younger the better, but like as in when you're fit and healthy, it's probably the best time to try it because that way at least you're going to recover from it.
Well, can we get the thing up again, please?
There should be a warning.
Hard drugs.
No one should be doing heroin because it's a slippery slope.
But when you're 75, though, when you're...
now that would be a good time to drop
you say
some
that. My dad
DMT
had
or something.
fentanyl.
There we go.
But not
Well,
like
a fucking
not
skaghead.
like on the streets, but like as part of his painkiller, as part of his operation.
Nice.
And
It's
they
a
were like,
controlled
and I was like,
substance in a controlled
yeah,
environment.
so she explained it as if you took this much fentanyl in real life, your lungs would just stop working because you're so relaxed, all your muscles relaxed to the point where, and that's how much
But he
people
had
die.
machines to keep.
But he
him
had
going.
machines breathing for him at the time.
So that's what we need.
So
then.
like, you'd have to get an entire breathing.
So I get a
apparatus.
heart-lung machine.
So hook yourself up to a load of
Yeah.
machines and then go, now I'm going to get the
which
high
is
of my
likely
life.
where I'm gonna be when I'm 75. So dose me up.
Let it
Maybe
happen then.
that's just what happens in hospices, I suppose.
Yeah, it is like a form of heroin.
Well,
isn't
yeah,
it?
they're constantly drugging people. with
Morphine
stuff.
is just a branch of heroin.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's just like one molecule or something different
Some opiates, mate.
in the
Lovely
makeup of it,
opiates.
which is pretty wild to think.
I got a friend who's a GP, and she said that when COVID started to hit
Got some
bad,
prescriptions, mate.
they were yeah, obviously. When COVID was hitting bad, they were pretty much instructed by NHS to give full-blown palliative care to anyone in retirement homes. They're basically authorizing the
Euthanasia.
the slow euthanasia of people, because they were like, we don't think we can actually stop all the old people from dying from this. So if you have to treat them, just give them everything and anything to like ease their suffering. But luckily, of course, people did die, but not anywhere as near as bad as they thought it was going to be. But yeah, she was just like, yeah. When it first started, they were just like, yeah, pretty much. You're just going to go out there and you're just going to like
inject them.
go drug
whatever.
up some pensioners, and it's like, whoa. But anyway, more cheery stuff, Ross.
I was going to say, because in the news they're discussing that now, aren't they, in Parliament?
Yeah, it is quite topical actually. Euthanasia.
I don't think, but that's only if you're terminally ill.
Yeah.
Which is why
6
it's like,
months.
because it's a very sensitive subject.
It's assisted suicide, right?
But in a sense that they have to do it themselves, they have to be able to say it themselves in the first place. So it's not just like, I reckon they need to die. Like, it's not that simple.
I think it should be less morbid, and I think there should be a euthanasia coaster in Alton Towers.
Roller
That's
coaster.
where they go.
I think you've mentioned this before.
I have, and have you seen the concept?
It just
Where
spins you.
it's
The
loops
G
that
forces are enough to kill you
get
while you.
smaller and smaller, so the
It's
velocity
so
gets.
uncomfortable.
So you just. It's called the death hole. You'll experience wormhole-like gravitational pulse.
It's like a
on
2p
your
going
body.
down there.
Yeah. It's the spinny
But,
supermarket 2p coin thing. And then in the middle, I mean, that's it. You start by staring into those. One of the earliest memories as a child, I don't know whether they're still in supermarkets, but that's certainly something you looked at and just went like, whoa.
So for those that may not
And
have
then
had
your
it
last
in their home town or country, it's a big dome with a concave spiraling thing with a hole in the middle that you put a 2p in, and it always rolls on its side all the way down to the middle.
Yeah.
It takes
It
fucking
speeds
ages.
up as it gets close to the middle until it finally drops
Very
down.
satisfying to watch. I don't know. We just gave up 2p's for that. We were just paying that 2p.
It was to charity, normally.
Was it?
Most of them went to charity normally.
I saw a lot
it's
of
like
them.
it's like a charity box. It's just, you have the fascination of watching a coin roll around a
Genius,
so many of
really.
those
It was
anymore.
genius in design. Very simple, but made you want to give money to charity.
and you want to turn it into a death machine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's your your message there.
Imagine both being the person that needed it, but also you get to go to Alton Towers and watch it.
Oh, right, yeah.
People are dying at Alton Towers anyway on roller coasters, aren't they?
Wow,
So-
that's true. Yeah. Or just suffering life-changing injuries.
But yeah, no, it's a very serious thing, and obviously, if you've seen anyone in that kind of situation, God,
Get the
I
pillow.
personally would rather, not.
I'll
get
get
to
the
that
pillow
stage.
for you, Ross. Don't worry.
Honestly, in certain situations, it is devastating. But
I'll
that
give
is
you both my kidneys
a
as well.
downer. What? Sorry?
I'll give you both my kidneys.
Oh shit! Well, just so you can
And
suffocate me
Smith
with a
will give
pillow.
you some
I'm just
heroin.
there in the back with a needle ready to go.
He's like, which is it? Pillow or heroin?
There it is.
Addiction.
The euthanasia coaster. Look at those.
Oh, it's a real thing.
The loops that get smaller and smaller and
it's
smaller.
actually been mentioned before. There was actually a visual.
No, it's a concept.
representation. It's a concept idea.
The sideways one makes more sense.
It's just
the image of the
there's an
sideways
image of a
one.
guy doing a
So
presentation.
you do a
which looks-
really
makes-
big
makes it look more
chain
legit.
pull up to a huge peak, and then
Yeah.
you drop almost vertically into 4 or 5 ever
Can't even imagine
decreasing
the
in
mental
size
stress you're
loops.
going through. That climb with the mental stress you're going through on that climb, is it worth
At
it?
the
You're
end of this, I'm literally going to die.
Oh my
Imagine
god!
surviving
Most
it.
people fear dying on a regular roller coaster. With the basic element of, is it made properly? Is it built correctly? Is there going to be one of those things where I end up just colliding
No,
into
you're
another
gonna die.
train?
You're going to die. And all your
Fucking
dead
hell.
bodies are going to be nice in their safety harnesses at the end of
Yeah.
it.
Presented
Straight into a furnace.
Like, come on, Trott, you're queuing up for the wrong one. Come over here. You're going for the death
The
coaster.
wrong one.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
I feel like they should make
Yeah, it shouldn't be that easy to access. That's for sure.
if they make the coaster out of really, really high temperature tolerance metals, you could have the cleanup just be super high temperature lasers.
So it's
That, like you
cremation
could
at the
just
end.
drive through
Just
the
blast
station at the
them.
end, and it would just
Oh, is this
just clean all the organic matter off.
This looks like a Planet Coaster 2
Here we
recreation of it.
go.
There's a visual
I don't know why I said
representation.
two.
It's probably not one. It looks like
Whoa.
they've rebuilt this exact.
So this is the
roller coaster.
feeling. If you're watching,
simulation.
you should definitely watch the video on Hat Chat podcast on YouTube. So first loop,
So-
probably surviving that, aren't you?
And then you're like,
It's hard to the visual representation is hard to really feel the G's.
I imagine the physics
But
in
it's-
this
it's
engine
just
doesn't go fast enough for it to truly kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, you corkscrew that many times.
At this point, you're in the furnace. All the lasers.
the
There's
laser
just
cleaning.
like a processing facility.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's both a laser thing and then it goes through like a car wash thing where the seats are all cleaned up.
And then you get in, and it's just pristine and lovely again. Although a bit wet.
Batch. Bit wet.
It's like when you get into one of those water rides when you're nice and dry and clean, and it's got a bit of water in it, and you're like, "No, seat's a bit wet. This is gonna be." I hate that
A bit
feeling.
damp.
I hate the feeling of sitting on wet things.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Oh god, that is terrible. Yeah.
Ugh, that is a deep memory. What else have we got? Ross,
Unless
keep
it-
looking at that picture of a banana.
Sorry, no, you mentioned bananas. I brought up this article which just said. I mean, it's nothing to do with what we went to some very dark.
It's a great
subjects there.
pivot.
It just said shoppers can be made to feel sorry for single bananas. Study finds.
Nice.
Researchers say supermarket customers are more likely to buy a single piece of fruit labeled as a sad single. But isn't that the same mentality they used for like the misshapes or where it is for vegetables, where it's like, oh no, these are the ones that nobody wants. So you've personified it like some sort of Pixar character.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh no, they should just put googly eyes on everything if they want to sell it fast. It's, oh no, look at this. This one's sad and it won't sell.
I do find it annoying when people tear off a banana from a bunch. I find that annoying for some reason.
You're
It's like,
annoying that the
You're
singles are
depriving
being
someone
made.
else of a full bunch.
Yeah, but then
Now
you're
you've made that
providing
bunch
someone the
less.
single that they wanted without having to be the embarrassing bastard to pull them apart.
No, they should go to
If
the sad
it's sold by
singles.
the weight, they're perfectly within their rights.
I know. It's just. I
Buy
don't
a
know.
You're only going to pull it
package
off
one.
later.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about banana.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he's talking about a pink banana.
Red raw.
Oh, naughty.
I've got an opinion on this.
Okay, good. Go on.
It's because it's making you belong to a tribe, basically.
What, the sad single thing?
Yeah, it's making you a part of a caring group of people. Same with the stuff about
Selling to
the vegetables,
empathizers.
like too sad to go, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. It's turning you into a tribe that cares. You're being part of the people that look after people. You're part. It allows you to identify yourself through your purchase, which
I don't
is
think
one
it
of the
necessarily puts you in a category. I think you just see
It
it. and
allows
you're
you
like
to feel like
psychologically
you're in a
affected by
category.
it.
yeah.
And
But it's because you're already in a tribe that is psychologically affected by the concept of something being lonely or sad. Some people aren't in that. I bet if they
That's why I
look,
never go to dog hostels or whatever they're called.
oh god,
Because you'll end up picking them up all. Like, you go, oh, this one's been here for the longest time.
no, he
His
hasn't.
tongue stuck out of his face and his eyes look the opposite ways.
He looked at me. I think he
It's
wants
like, oh,
me.
no.
He wants to be with me.
I'm going to save that one. And it's like, oh.
it's fine, but it's just
And
what
then he
they're doing.
dies
It's
next
like
week.
well, it's just building on what you were saying about
Yeah,
personification of
Empathy bribery.
stuff.
I think that would be even more effective if they had little sad face stickers that they put them all
I
on.
think that's it, yeah.
That's what you were saying about googly eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Google, you said Google Eyes.
Well, I mean, it's the same. You're suggesting ultimately the same concept.
I
But
think Google Eyes would be more effective.
that'd be funny. Yours would be sad. That'd be an interesting A/B test, isn't it? Are we gonna get the people that like funny
I
fruit?
guess it depends, yeah.
Oh, look at this! I got a funny fruit. I went into the supermarket. They put
Look,
googly eyes on the
kids.
bananas. Look at this. Usually this is mundane and boring, but for once it's kind of interesting, but really ultimately not that interesting.
And you have to pay someone full time to put googly
Sad
eyes on
single,
everything.
Yeah,
That's
it's just maths at the end of the day, isn't it?
Unless you have a section of the single bananas and it's just like they're all looking sad. It's like these ones ready for the bin or something. Then you're probably more likely to grab them because they're like, oh, they're going to get wasted.
They could
You
be
go
on a
around the back of the
conveyor
bins
belt.
anyway, you see everything wasted.
Oh, fuck.
You could have put a whole you could put a gallows up on and
Yeah.
make a diorama where there's a banana dressed as a headsman about to cut the head off of another banana.
Yeah.
And
someone save him.
Yeah.
Like, the most absurd appeals to people's like, come on! Like there's like a nuclear code. There's a bomb that goes off if they don't sell enough bananas. You know,
Just like the ageist bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, the green ones on the left.
I think that would be
The
extremely
ageist
effective.
bananas.
If we just need something to be sold, we put them in an extreme diorama where like they're in a plane and it's going down, but we need a pilot
Yeah.
to take the seat.
And it's just like
Save
and
this
then when you
bunch
grab
of
it, it's like, you
grapes.
saved a banana today.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
well
saved
done.
one singular. Can you call it a life?
How dare
don't
you?
think
Would have been picked.
Plants feel pain.
Bananas are all clones anyway. I feel nothing for them.
Fucking hell.
It's just a banana. Isn't it?
Star Wars logic.
It's just a banana. At the
It's
end
just
of the
a
day.
banana.
I don't feel sorry for fruit, to be honest.
You should,
No.
well, it'd be difficult.
At what
to,
point do you think we'll get to that stage?
difficult
Obviously,
to
unless
live.
it's an animated film, in which case they can probably make
if
me
they
feel sad for anything.
anthropomorphize a banana, give it feeling, yes, like humanistic feeling, sure. But yeah, the regular old banana, I'll
Humanising
stamp
them, yeah.
on one.
You know how like supermarkets add to their costs because they have to offset stock loss through shoplifting.
Yes,
Right, okay.
If that's already in place,
we can shoplift.
it's essentially a tax on the people, all of us. So really, we should be getting something for that tax, right?
Or we should be stopping shoplifting.
Do you know how
but
fucking
is that
easy-
our job or is that the supermarket's job?
But you know, it's not
Society's
just supermarkets.
problem.
Obviously, like Amazon's the same way. Like, if like they lost a package or a package hasn't been delivered to the right place, you just refund it and that's it.
Well,
they just do it.
Like I mentioned in another hat chat as well, the loss of money from self-checkouts from either mistakes or just sneaking in a thing is astronomically high. It's like either fake, not fake, but accidental thievery or genuine shoplifting. Probably a huge chunk of it comes from that.
But I'm guessing it's still cheaper than just employing a person to do checkouts.
Oh, yeah. Anything to remove paying someone.
So
What
if we've lost those jobs from the economy, do
Yeah.
we then need to offset that cost by stealing from supermarkets?
Yes.
I don't know.
I
No,
feel
I'm
at
going to eat
least
an
we
entire
should-
punnet of grapes on the way round.
I don't think we
You
should
could
be...
fucking get your weight in grapes.
They're going to be gone by the time I get to the till,
Yeah.
which means therefore the store paid for it.
At the very least.
But I bought other things, so surely
no
that's
one
a
should
good
be
thing.
punished for bin diving.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, I don't think so. And also the amount they waste in the back, like surely they could offer it to. Well, no, this is the other thing about that Netflix program I watched. I'll try and find the name of it.
Employers don't
Well,
like
that car
employees
reverses.
taking stuff from it either because it affects the value of the product.
Yeah. It also encourages them to waste things.
To waste
as
things
in-
so that they can grab them at the end of the day.
like
Yeah, it's called Buy Now: The
I
Shopping
didn't do in
Conspiracy.
McDonald's.
It was called Buy Now: The
Yeah.
Shopping Conspiracy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you hearing that reverse?
I'm hearing a vehicle
Truck out
reversing
there.
behind.
That's
Yeah.
all your hopes and dreams. Reversing.
Into a bin.
No, it's
But basically, one of the things they were saying about like high-end brands is that they will destroy their own like perfectly good stock just so that people can't like grab it and then devalue the. So they have to literally burn all these bags that cost like thousands
They're
of pounds.
restricting supply to create
so
demand.
Exactly.
yeah.
That sucks.
And
It
so
also
that kind
only
of
keeps
waste
the
is
bags in hands of wealthy
pretty
people.
crazy. And then like you have companies like Shein or whatever recreating this stuff for like a
Capitalism
fraction of the
fucking
cost.
sucks for the planet.
And then it's just all eventually just ends up, and because it's so cheap, and we probably had the mentality before ourselves of just like, oh, I'll just buy a few of these on Amazon or something because it's so cheap. Where's it going to go?
Yeah.
Back in a big hole in the ground. So it's quite an eye opener. Hasn't really changed anything I do though.
No, you're constantly in Versace and
I'm always
Hermes.
buying. Every item of clothing I buy is a Smithy's outfit, and I
God.
burn it at the end of
Yeah.
each day.
and they still
In a
still cheaper than buying
homemade
real clothes.
incinerator.
That one's one. Done.
Well, that's pretty
Add
dirty.
that to the fire. I think that's everything we got for today.
That's a lot. That's
Ended on
a
another
lot.
downer.
What burning
Wow.
Smithy's
We
costumes?
should end
Just
on an upper. We're
capitalism,
doing
isn't
a music stream on Tuesday.
That's right. Jingle Jam's coming around.
If you're listening to this before Tuesday,
It's like is there another
December.
week? No, it's next Tuesday.
Early December.
I got
Like
you.
the 2nd or 3rd.
next Tuesday, the 3rd of December.
So every year, if you don't know, we're part of the Yogscast network that likes to do a big charity fundraiser called Jingle Jam. It's kind of become its own thing with other streamers and influencers taking part. We are taking part, and usually every year we do a big music stream where we make up improv music on the spot and try and make it as silly and fun as possible to raise as much money as possible. So look forward to that on the Tuesday from 5 p.m.
Yeah, and we're
UK
pivoting
time.
from, if you've watched it before, we're pivoting away from the Neon Musk saga.
Yes.
As we only have a couple of songs left to do, and we just want to do something different for this one. So
we're hearing about that guy far too much recently. And he's got...
there's no need. We can just do...
We made a parody of him being an evil mastermind.
And he just got worse.
He's got become that more and more.
Genuinely got worse.
Has gone on. So we're going to keep it silly and away from a specific theme. It should be fun. So look forward to that. And we're doing more stuff. There's a game show and a farming sim tournament as well.
The farming sim is on the day before the 2nd of December, which is Monday.
There's lots going on.
The following week, we've got a game show, which Craigle is preparing for us. So
good luck, Craigle.
Things for Jingle Jam.
I'm a chaser in the chase.
He's a chaser in the chase. There's a chase game show.
Announced that?
I don't know.
Are you?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
According to Daft's conversation in the kitchen.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Smith's one of the smart guys.
I don't know what day that's on there. I couldn't say.
Cool. Look forward to all of that, and hopefully you've got a little bit of spare change to raise for good charities. If not, just enjoy the show, I guess.
Definitely.
And we'll see you next time we do a hat chat. Thanks for listening.
Bye for now.